What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Erasure, and we're going back to their The Innocence album from 1988. This album I never had as a kid, but I did mention a few of the songs from it, such as Ship of Fools and Chains of Love, which is what we're going to listen to right now. I do remember hearing them on the radio as a kid. I think I had a cassette tape single of their Who Needs Love Like That track. So they're a group that I do remember listening to as a kid, and I remember enjoying their sound. And knowing what I know now, it's not surprising because Vince Clarke was one of the sort of architects of the Speak and Spell album, and that was one of the most important music albums in my life. Got me interested in Depeche Mode and synth-pop more generally, and ultimately the fact that I came to like both Yaz and Erasure is now not surprising to me, although I don't think at the time I realized that it was a founding member of Depeche Mode who had since left the group. Nevertheless, we're going to listen to a tune called Chains of Love. As I mentioned, I heard this tune on the radio. I definitely remember enjoying it, thinking it had a really groovy feel, not unlike their Who Needs Love Like That. It's interesting though, lyrically, I don't think I was paying too much attention as a single-digit kid, although this is 88, so I was getting a little bit older, 7, 8 years old by this point, so, I'm not sure exactly how I interacted with it at first. Again, I think it probably was just sort of a dancey tune that I really sort of enjoyed the sound of. As I got a little older, I do remember learning that Andy Bell is like an, openly gay, kind of gay icon, very beloved within the LGBTQ community. So then I began to wonder if this song was, Chains of Love, like if it was about casting off the shackles of antiquated views about, love and intimate partnerships between same-sex couples and so on. So I wondered if it was sort of like an anthem in that regard. But then, I started paying attention to the lyrics, and I don't know, maybe there's something to that. I mean, there is a line about me and my baby, or, we're gonna kind of be together, we're gonna, break these chains of love. So maybe there's something there. But there's also lines of like, hey, do you remember when people were walking down the street and they used to hold hands and you used to see sort of love and like interpersonal connections like out in the world, and maybe I don't see them anymore. So then I began to think like maybe this is a song that's sort of about the way in which the world by the late 80s, to the perception of creative and passionate people, it was becoming less passionate, it was becoming colder, more unfeeling, more indifferent to sort of the callous nature of a lot of human brutality and so on. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think the lyrics could be maybe running in a couple different directions. They might be doing both of those things at the same time. Someone who knows their music a little better, please do comment if you have like a clear angle on what the song and the lyrics are about. Nevertheless, let's get to it. This is Erasure from The Innocents, Chains of Love from 1988. I should mention the album is produced by Stephen Hague. It says it's engineered by Bob Crouchar and co-produced and engineered by, that's just for, as I mentioned in Ship of Fools, that tune is co-produced and engineered by Dave Jacob, but I believe that's the only tune on the album like that. The rest of it is produced by Stephen Hague. So here we go. This is Chains of Love by Erasure, 1988, on their album The Innocents.
How can I explain when there are few words I can choose? How can I explain
sort of a
when words get wrong?
Enjoy the silence kind of feel there. Hear that little synth sting? I gotta say the snare has some bite to it. Got some power, which makes the percussive rhythm feel a little harder. And in that regard, the kick drum is nice too. Like a digital sax. used to be kinder, more hospitable, more charitable.
We were falling in love, looking at the brothers and sisters and our brothers. Come and hold me, together we break these chains of love. Don't give up.
That particular line, too, "Don't give up," that sort of played into my interpretation of maybe this is sort of like, you know, like a gay liberation sort of theme, in the sense that, you know, we're gonna cast off these antiquated, old-fashioned views. Yeah, maybe I'm off base there, but I love that. Again, like digital sax. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but sort of low and sonorous.
How can I explain when words get broken? We used to
There's some interesting stuff. There was like a thunderclap and then that like rapid drum roll. Just a feel-good song. How could you not like groove or smile to this? There's a moment where, yeah, there's some like high kind of chime like synths. I'll say this, you know, this is '88, so okay, this is a few years after Speak and Spell and the Yaz material. But yeah, just there's little aspects of Vince Clarke's production quality and density that I am beginning to pick up on the more and more of his tunes I've listened to now, sort of in this modern setting where I'm like really kind of, you know, sitting down and just enjoying and taking in the tracks. But yeah, I really do enjoy it. As I said, I think lyrically there's maybe a couple things happening there, and I'm not entirely sure, you know, if there's one angle that's more valid than the other. Let me know if you've, you know, read anything about them talking about the composition of the song, or just if you have a sense of, you know, the way fans have taken it over the years. Nevertheless, I enjoy it, and I not only enjoy the, you know, sonic density and quality of Vince Clarke's production, but also I love Andy Bell's voice. There are moments where he does these kind of like, you know, meandering sort of melismas on like a particular word or note. I really do love that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's another tune from this album that you'd like to see a reaction to. I think I'm going to go through the whole thing eventually, but I am trying to jump around a little bit. I did just get 2 Erasure albums, so I'm probably going to be going back and forth between this and Wonderland. So let me know what you think. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.